So in my last video, I discussed how video games as a hobby has sort of left me behind, and I no longer enjoy playing them as much as I used to in my teens. In fact, I've actually uninstalled a vast quantity of the video games that used to be stored on my hard drive, and soon I'll be getting rid of the console in my house. But where do I move forward from here? How do I become a better person? How do I find my Ikigai? Or perhaps have I already found it?
Fully capable of deciding your own destiny. The question you face is, which path will you choose?
So what is Ikigai? Ikigai is a Japanese term, as you may have correctly guessed from the pronunciation. It's a term that basically describes the meaning in your life, your life's purpose, and it can be summarized in these four terms: your passion, combined with your mission, combined with your vocation, combined with your profession. If you can combine these four areas of your life, you will achieve Ikigai. Now, why have I chosen this specific model for potentially the rest of my life? Well, the reason I've chosen this model is because Japan is famous for its extremely elderly population, and Japan also holds the record for the most people over the age of 100. And the reason for this is because these people have managed to combine their passion, their mission, their profession, and their vocation all into one singular role. And this has allowed them to remain relatively stress-free during their lives. And stress being one of the main parts of the aging process means that these people live to a very old age. Now, how do I combine these four together? Because combining your passion and your profession are not always very easy. And some people will say to never do that. Never combine your passion and your profession. However, you never really have one passion in life. As much as people say that, this is their passion, to draw art, I don't think that's true. I think that people have multiple passions. For example, an artist might enjoy hiking, they might enjoy movies, they might enjoy painting, and they might enjoy music. But neither of any of those are their one and only passion. They have multiple passions. And if you can take one of those passions and turn that into a profession, and then take that profession and turn it into your vocation in life, turn it into something that you need to constantly challenge yourself to be better at. And if you can imagine your passion and your vocation coming together, it makes perfect sense. When you're challenging yourself to get better at something constantly, and it's your passion, you can see how that would link up perfectly. But what about mission? Defining your mission in life seems to involve, for me, coming up with a goal. Where do you want to end up? How do I get there? It's all about planning. And in Ikigai, your mission combines something that the world needs in addition to something that you love. Now, for me, something that I am currently passionate about and something that I love doing is the thing that I'm studying at the moment, and that's accounting. Now, to some, accounting might seem extremely boring, really nerdy, but for me, it's something that I really enjoy. I quite enjoy numbers. I'm not into the patterns or anything along those lines, but I do enjoy making things more efficient, and that's where I draw my passion from. is the efficiency and the improvement that you can see in numbers extremely easily. Think, for example, of growing a plant in your garden. To explain my passion, I would say that when I plant a seed or I plant a financial idea in the garden of a business, that this idea grows and in turn increases the efficiency of the company. And this growth and this efficiency can be very easily read with numbers. It's very straightforward, and you can see the evidence right there in front of you, just like when gardening. And gardening is also one of my other passions, but I unfortunately haven't been able to make much time for it recently. And perhaps as part of my Ikigai mission, I should maybe do a little bit more gardening. But anyway, back to the main topic. So, defining my mission. My mission is going to be much harder for me to figure out. Because when you make something your vocation, it's something that you just sort of decide, at least for me it is. You decide that you'll challenge yourself to get better, and you enjoy doing so. And that's a gradual thing as you move along. As you move along within your profession, and you make it into your vocation, you learn things along the way, and you enjoy learning those things. With your passion, it's more instinctual, and with a profession, with your profession, you tend to seem to get that by combining your passion and your vocation together. However, your mission, it's far more detailed, and for me, it requires a little bit more planning. And I don't think I've quite reached the point where I know exactly what I'm going to be doing in life. But I know my general direction. I know I want to direct a company. And I know I want to be responsible for a lot of people, and I want to help them to improve. Or initially perhaps help the company improve as perhaps a alternative. But being a director might not be where I end up. So maybe I need something a little bit more vague. So maybe my mission should be to endlessly improve the business where I work, to become more efficient, and to grow ever larger. I think that is a mission that will somewhat motivate me towards my end goal of becoming a director of a company, preferably a chief financial officer. But I'm not yet there. Obviously, I haven't achieved my mission, and my vocation has only just begun. My profession, I'm not quite there yet. I work in the financial industry, but I'm not in the position that I want to be in to kickstart my career. And I'm at the age of 24, and I know I have a lot of time left, but that time seems to be running out for me. Not very quickly, but I can feel the clock ticking. And perhaps this is a good motivation for me to improve myself. If any of you out there are perhaps struggling with your mission, or perhaps struggling to combine your passion and your vocation, I would highly recommend a book called Ikigai. It's on Audible. I'm not going to do any links or any kind of promotion of it, but I've been listening to it on Audible, and I would recommend it. Maybe just buy the book if you'd prefer to read it in paperback form, or as an ebook instead. And I'm sure you'll gain at least a little bit from it, and perhaps learn a little bit about psychology as well, because there is that aspect in the book as well. I will be doing more videos on this topic, as I've quite enjoyed listening to that audiobook, and I want to share some of the knowledge that I've learned from it to you all. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you've learned something. So I'll see you guys next time.